The body keeps a perfect record of every promise broken, every workout skipped, every moment when comfort was chosen over discipline, and that record is not written in some abstract ledger that can be ignored or forgotten. It is written in the mirror, in the way clothes fit, in the energy that disappears by noon, in the reflection that shows exactly how many times weakness won the battle against commitment. Every single time the alarm goes off at 5 in the morning and the choice is made to hit snooze instead of hitting the gym, the body remembers. It records that moment of surrender. It adds another entry to the growing list of promises broken, and slowly, day by day, rep by rep that was never completed, the body transforms into a living monument to every excuse that was accepted as true. And the brutal reality that most people refuse to accept is this: the body does not lie, it does not make excuses, it does not pretend that intentions matter more than actions. It simply reflects back with perfect accuracy the sum total of every choice made, every promise kept or broken, every moment when discipline either won or lost the war against comfort. This is the truth that cannot be escaped. The body remembers everything, and right now, in this moment, it is showing the world exactly how many promises have been broken. One missed workout does not destroy a physique. One broken promise does not erase months of discipline. One moment of weakness does not define a person's character, but the accumulation of those moments, the compound effect of hundreds of broken promises stacked on top of each other over months and years, creates a body that is a perfect reflection of every time comfort defeated commitment. The person who skips Monday's workout tells themselves it is just one day. It does not matter. There will be time to make it up tomorrow. But tomorrow, another excuse appears, another reason to choose comfort, another promise broken, and the body keeps score. It remembers Monday. It remembers Tuesday. It remembers every single day when the promise was made, but the action was not taken. And 6 months later, when that person looks in the mirror and wonders why nothing has changed, why the body looks the same or worse despite the intentions and the plans and the promises made in moments of motivation, the answer is simple and brutal. The body remembers every broken promise, and it has transformed those broken promises into the exact physique that was earned through inconsistency. Because here is what most people refuse to understand. The body does not respond to intentions. It does not transform based on plans written in notebooks or goals announced on social media. It responds only to consistent action, to promises kept in the dark when no one is watching, to the discipline that shows up even when motivation has disappeared and every excuse in the world is available. So the question that must be answered right now is this: when the body looks back at the last 30 days, the last 90 days, the last year of promises made and actions taken or avoided, what story does it tell? What record has been written? And is that record one of discipline or one of surrender? The body's memory is perfect and unforgiving. It does not forget the late nights spent scrolling instead of sleeping. It does not forget the meals chosen for convenience instead of nutrition. It does not forget the workouts that were planned but never executed, because something more comfortable appeared. And unlike the mind that can rationalize and justify and create elaborate stories about why discipline was impossible, the body simply records the truth and displays it for the world to see. When someone stands in front of the mirror and feels disappointed by what they see, when they wonder why their body does not match the vision in their mind, when they cannot understand why months or years have passed without visible transformation, the answer is written in the body's perfect memory. Every promise that was broken is reflected back. Every workout that was skipped has left its mark. Every moment when comfort defeated discipline has been recorded and displayed. And this is why transformation is so difficult for most people. Not because the physical work is impossible, not because genetics or metabolism or circumstances make change unrealistic, but because they have spent years teaching their body that promises do not matter, that commitments are negotiable, that discipline is optional, and the body has learned that lesson perfectly and transformed it accordingly. But here is the truth that offers hope in the middle of this brutal reality. Just as the body remembers every broken promise, it also remembers every promise kept. Just as it records every moment of surrender, it also records every moment of discipline. And the same mechanism that created disappointment through inconsistency can create transformation through relentless commitment. Because the body does not judge, it does not hold grudges, it does not punish past failures, it simply responds to current action. And the moment consistent discipline replaces inconsistent effort, the moment promises are kept instead of broken, the body begins writing a new story, recording a new pattern, creating a new reflection that shows what happens when commitment defeats comfort. Right now, in this exact moment, there is an opportunity to begin writing a new record, to start teaching the body a different lesson, to prove through consistent action that promises are no longer negotiable, that discipline is no longer optional, that the pattern of broken commitments that created the current reflection can be replaced with a pattern of relentless consistency that creates complete transformation. This does not require perfection. It does not require never missing a workout or never making a mistake. It requires something far more powerful, the commitment to keep more promises than are broken, to choose discipline more often than comfort, to show up even when motivation has disappeared and every excuse is available, because the body does not demand perfection. It only demands consistency. And when that consistency is maintained, when promises are kept more often than they are broken, when discipline becomes the pattern instead of the exception, something remarkable happens. The body stops being a monument to broken promises and starts becoming evidence of what happens when commitment is honored, when discipline defeats comfort, when the record being written is one of relentless action instead of endless excuses. 6 months from now, when that warrior looks in the mirror, the reflection will tell a completely different story. Not because genetics changed or metabolism improved, or circumstances became easier, but because the record being written changed, because promises were kept instead of broken, because discipline was chosen consistently enough that the body had no choice but to respond and transform. And that is the final truth about the body's perfect memory. It remembers everything, every broken promise and every kept commitment, every moment of surrender and every moment of discipline. And the reflection in the mirror right now is simply showing which pattern has been dominant. But that pattern can change starting today, starting right now, with the next promise made and the next promise kept. The body remembers everything, and starting today it will remember every promise kept, every workout completed, every moment when discipline defeated comfort. And 6 months from now, the reflection in the mirror will show exactly what happens when the record being written is one of relentless commitment instead of broken promises. Now keep the promise.